Hey, everybody, this is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. I'm excited to be back one more time to encourage you to never give up on your dream. You know what our motto is? Dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. I'm excited tonight. We have a phenomenal guest. But before we get to her, listen, you know what our motto is. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. Every week we come on and bring amazing guests to encourage you to follow your dream and to never give up and to know that, yes, you are worthy enough to take hold of that dream. Go get it, y'all. It belongs to you. But listen, before that, I want to encourage you. I'm excited about our book of poetry. Launch again, Poems, Inspiring Dreams, Purpose, and Destiny right here. You can get it on Amazon.com. Again, Poem, Inspiring Dream, Purpose, and Destiny. I'm excited about it. So if you get a chance, it's a wonderful gift to give somebody. It's pinned on my Facebook page as well, or go to our nonprofit website, calledtoinspire.org, and you will see the link right there, calledtoinspire.org. Stay connected with us. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram at Pick by Design. I love taking photos at Pick by Design. We're on YouTube. Inspiration with Troy Alexander. And again, I'll say it again, our nonprofit website called toinspire.org. Tonight, we have a phenomenal young lady that I'm honored tonight to have her as a guest on our broadcast. Listen, she is the 2021 National American Miss Virginia preteen. Not only that, she's the youngest co-host of the KingdomChitChat podcast. My goodness. In volleyball, Co-Captain in only her second semester playing, first year playing volleyball. My goodness, platform Layla's Heart, motivational moments. I can't wait to talk about that. She's an actress, my goodness, on stage. She does voiceover, film. Listen, she was a child extra in Wonder Woman, 1984 movie released in 2020. Listen, in the Gifted and Talented Program Honor Roll, Bullied Buster Award. I can't really talk about that one, Layla. And listen, she's also Uniquely You Summit Cover Girl 2020. Let's welcome Layla Henry. Welcome, Layla. How are you tonight?
Hi, I'm doing amazing.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you on the broadcast tonight. I have to ask you, my first question I got to ask you, listen, what do you think has been the most important impact in your life or change affecting your life that has made you such this amazing young lady that you are?
It would definitely have to be starting in pageants when I was 6 years old. Actually, NAM was my first pageant, so the title I have now, I started back when I was 6 years old, and my mom got this letter in the mail promoting the pageant. She's like, Layla, do you want to do pageant? I was like, you know what? Sure. Because believe it or not, before I was really, really shy. And I would have probably still have been that way if she did not put me in National American Miss for the first time ever. And I had the most amazing time there. And I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of that. And that is the biggest part of my life. That was the first step into my long journey of how I got here today.
Well, a shout out to your mom. So happy that your mother was willing to take that step with you, right? To encourage you to take that step. Well, we're so proud of you, Layla, and all that you've done. Listen, I heard that it took 7 years of you trying, my goodness, to win the Virginia state title for National American Miss Preteen. And so what was the most challenging part of that? 7 years, Layla. What was the most challenging part of your journey in that way?
I would have to say keeping a positive mindset and not letting all the times that I may have felt down get to me, and being able to, keep going even though I kept falling down so many times. My mom actually always told me that bigger and better doors will open for you, and I just have to keep that in mind through this entire journey and all the other events that happened in my life where I may have felt down, or the times that I lost, and so many times, one year after year after year, and I was like, it just wasn't my time yet, but I had to keep a positive mindset and keep going, and that's how I got this title today.
Yes. Listen, we're so proud of you. You're so phenomenal and amazing. I got to ask you, at any point in your journey, did you really think that, you know what, maybe it wasn't meant to be? Sometimes things come, but again, maybe not, but did it ever cross your mind, like, you know what, maybe this isn't meant for me to be?
Actually, a lot of times, and in between the years from competing, where I would have been like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have even done pageant, or sometimes I would think that, maybe pageant isn't the right thing for me, but then I just have to keep that mind in my head saying that I wanted the state title and I really wanted a national title, and I had to keep going in order to get that. I couldn't stop during the battle halfway through. I had to keep pushing forward. And actually, this year, I was thinking, I was in the car and I was with my mom, and I was telling, she had told me after we just came back from another pageant I was competing in, and she had just told me, Layla, do you want to compete at National American Miss for States? And I was like, I don't know, because the year before I had been told that, oh, I would look too old for my age group, since I look much more mature than most of the girls there. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. I told her that I didn't want to go back if they were just going to tell me the same thing over again. And so this year I was hesitant on going, but then a bunch of my old pageant friends and my mom and some of my family members convinced me to keep going. And I was like, you know what? I gave in. I was like, I'll compete this year. And this was the lucky year.
Wow. Wow. So you almost didn't go.
Yep,
I mean,
it was actually the week we were packing to go, and I was thinking, I was like, no, I'm not too sure if I should be competing this year now. I was like, you know what, we'll go. Whatever happens, happens. And I was very scared for what might have came, but I'm really happy that I actually decided to come this year.
wow. Well, we're so happy as well. We're so blessed because of you taking that extra. And I love the fact that you didn't allow, and the people around you, right, didn't allow what, I don't know if they were judges or just pageant or just people in general, but what they said to you didn't stop you. Now, it almost did, right? I mean, almost, saying that you were too mature for your age range.
Yeah, because I looked, some of the clothing and some of the things that fit me looked like it made me age up and made me look more like a teen rather than a preteen. So it made me look older and more mature. And just the way I act in general would make me act older than most of the girls who are in my division. Yes.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy that you pushed through that those around you pushed through that, right? Because again, words, have so much power. And so I want to ask you, like, how did you, if it wasn't for the people around you, do you think you would have gone on?
I'm not sure, because if I didn't go in, because volunteering with my friends actually was the main point that pushed me, because some of the former queens, we went to volunteer and pack goodie bags and different school supplies, and we were talking, and they were talking about the experience they had, and I was like, maybe I should go. So they were one of the main reasons why I decided to compete this year. So I think if I didn't have them by my side and with me, then I probably wouldn't have even thought of second competing.
And it's amazing, the number 7, right? I mean, for 7 years, right? You had that, and you kept pressing, you kept moving, and that's powerful. For somebody who wants like this goal or another goal, right? And it doesn't happen the first year, the second year, the third. I mean, going on to the 7 years, what would you say to them to encourage them to hold on to their dream?
Never give up, because bigger and better things will always happen to you. Uh, you will hear this a lot, because my mom is one of my biggest inspirations, because she always tells me so many encouraging things. She's the main reason why I am the person I am today. And one of the things she told me is that failure is not fatal and success is not final, but the true testament is the courage to continue. And I kept it in my head, and I was like, no matter how many times I fell, or no matter how many times I got knocked down, I always decided to get back up and keep moving forward, because a bigger and better door will open for me in the future. And that's how I kept on pushing forward and got to where I am. And I know that my journey will not end, and this is only the beginning.
That's
But
right.
I have to keep that in mind, because no matter how many times I may fail, I always have to look forward, because in those failures, there's so many successes and victories that I've won.
Powerful. Listen, you see why she's amazing, everybody? I'm telling you, listen, get connected with Layla here, because she is that awesome. Listen, and I can't wait to hopefully meet you in person one day, Layla, but just phenomenal, truly phenomenal. I've got to ask you, what did you do anything different, if you can think back, did you approach this 7th year differently in the years prior, or did you just say, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing and be me, or did you approach it differently in any way?
Oh, most definitely. Out of all the years of pageantry that I've competed, this year, and especially just in 2020 in general, has been a big, big part of my growth. Because before I was worried about straight competing, I was worried about I have to be everything perfect and everything has to be in line and go exactly how it's planned. And I had to be more flexible with it because not everything's going to fit to my schedule. And competing at NAM this year for states was very different because most of the time I was just, I was stressing out during the entire week and I was like, I have to do this I have to do everything right. I couldn't stumble. I couldn't do anything wrong. Everything had to be perfect. And I was stressing out myself and I realized that I just had to be calm and just relax a bit because whatever happens, happens. And that's actually what happened this year. And I was there talking with my friends casually, like it was any other day, like we were just meeting up, even though it was pageant weekend. And I was thinking more of having fun and just letting go a bit instead of stressing over the little things that may have affected the entire week. And I had a more calm demeanor because most of the time I would have been worried about every little thing. This year I was very calm and that surprised me because it made me let go of it and made me realize how fun pageantry can be, and that when you let go of it and don't stress over the little things, that everything can happen in a good way.
Wow, amazing, amazing. What you just said, Layla, has helped so many because so many, like you said, focus on so many, this, that, and you say, you know what? I just let it go and just, be who I am, right? And just let it happen. And that's amazing. That's amazing. And I'm so did having the title, like, what was the moment like when it was just you and the other young lady left on the stage? Like, what was that feeling like to sort of like, you know what, I'm almost there?
My heart was beating so fast. I literally felt it coming, pounding out of my chest. And I was so nervous, but like at the same time, really calm because I knew I put all of my faith in the Lord that entire weekend and put everything in His hands, knowing that if it's not my right time, then another time may be for me in the future. Or if it is this time, then it was in, my path to achieve this. And standing up there on stage, waiting, it was the last two. I was just praying and praying and praying that they didn't call my name because so many years I've had to go through that where they called my name and I'm like, oh my gosh, it wasn't my time this year, and repetitive times over and over and over again where I had to go through that time and I was like, this time I can't let that happen. This time it's going to be different. This time it's going to work out in my favor. And once they called the first runner up and I heard it wasn't my name, I broke out crying. And it wasn't anything that I expected either, because I've definitely envisioned myself winning multiple times. And then
Right.
the time that it doesn't happen, and the one time that it does happen, it was a
Right.
mix of emotions and all the tears that just came flooding out of my eyes. I
Wow.
looked like a crying mess, but I was really, really happy and excited because the one time that I truly believed in myself and it happened and it worked out in my favor.
Oh, powerful. We're so proud of you, Layla. So proud of you.
Thank
And I
you.
love what you said. You said it's not over. Like there's more after this. And I love that you said that because you have to see that, right? Even if you can't see beyond that, you have to still know there's something more after this because you are so destined. You are so amazing. I'm telling everybody, listen, I'm telling you. So there's so much more we got to talk about. But what is it that you want or that you hope that the judges, the audience, what do you want, the other contestants, what do you want them to see in you when you walk on that stage?
I want them to see me through me. I want them to see that I'm just a girl with big dreams and going out there and trying to achieve everything that I've got. I'm letting my light shine. I want them to see the confident girl that I've grown to be, and that even though I may be nervous, I'm still going out there and doing my best work for it and putting my best foot forward. And that no matter how many times I may feel, I'll always get back up and that nothing can break me down. I want them to see that I've gone through the hardships and that I'm truly worth everything that I've worked hard for. And that's really what I put into all of my work this entire journey that I've been on. It's truly what I've hoped for, and I want them to see that even though you may fail multiple times, you can always get back up and build your way back up to the top.
Wow, everybody, listen, this is Layla Henry. I'm telling you right now, I love, and I can't wait to talk about your motivationals and all that you're doing. I wanted to ask you, um, do you know what your purpose is? Because I knew very young, sort of like what my calling is. My purpose was to inspire young people to love. Like, do you know what your purpose is, or are you still working along that path?
It may be surprising, but I actually don't. And multiple times I've actually thought about this like very deeply. And I realized that my purpose in life, even though I don't know exactly what it may be, but right now I'll live my life to the fullest and the best that I can be the best that I can be, because no matter where my life may take me, no matter where I may go in the future, I just want to live my life exactly how I want to, go with the flow, because you only live once. You can only
Right.
experience so many things at one time. So I'm going to live it and experience it to the future. And in the future, I may find out what my true purpose is. But until then, I'll just be, doing me.
Wow. Well, listen, keep doing it, Layla, because it's amazing. So I'm telling you, keep doing, because it is truly phenomenal. So let me just continue with that. So do you know what you want to aspire to be or to do in life
I
now?
have
Now?
many aspirations, from
Okay.
being a motivational speaker, an actress, model, and different jobs that I want to be. Some type of doctor. I still haven't figured out which one yet. A marine biologist, or even an interior designer. I have so many big dreams that I want to accomplish, that this is what I'm doing right now is only the first step into what I'm going to be doing in the future. And I know that everything in the future, you never know what's going to come, but I'm hoping for brighter things and then bigger and better things each and every day, which is why I'm starting now and, starting young to make my dreams bigger and better in the future.
Yes. And listen, everybody, I'm just going to start calling you Dr. Layla Henry. That's it. I mean,
A
because
lot of my
listen,
relatives call me
whatever you set
doctor.
your mind to, whatever you want, you can do. So I'm just saying, whatever you want to, I have no doubt that you're going to become that and more. So there's doors for you that you haven't even seen yet, but I just know that I'm excited to see. And I'm going to have you back. We say, hey, everybody, this is Dr. Layla here. I'm telling you, Layla, get ready. Get ready. I'm going to have you back on the show. Do you see
I'm
yourself?
waiting.
That's right. That's right. Do you see yourself going further, like years, in terms of like the pageantry world, like some people go into it, like into adulthood? Like, do you see yourself continuing in that along that path?
It's been on and off, because I was expecting to like stop pageantry when I got into high school, but all these new systems and all these great opportunities that I see that in pageants have, been going on, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So it might change my mind. One day you might see me on the Miss America stage. You never know.
That's right. That's right. Listen, say it again, Layla.
I said one day you may see me on the Miss America stage.
You heard it right here, y'all. Inspiration with Troy Alexander, October 18th, 2021. You're going to see her on the Miss America stage right now. I'm telling you right now, this is what we do, is we inspire, we put stuff into the atmosphere, we believe, we set forth, we declare, Layla. So I'm telling you right now, whatever you declare, you shall have. Listen, I got to ask you, you've done so much in pageantry, academics, sports, acting, inspiring other. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you so focused and inspired?
I have three things. Number one, keeping
Okay.
your goals in your head. And once you achieve that goals, you strive to do everything that you can achieve it. And then once you reach that goal, you make a bigger and better goal and keep going. So that's
Okay.
number one.
Number
Number
one.
two is just
Uh-huh.
finding things that you love, whether it's hobbies. For me, it could be listening to my favorite type of music, doing some arts and crafts, or even watching my favorite shows, which keeps me calm and happy and upbeat. So it keeps me in a nice, calm mood where I can stay positive. And last but not least, number three,
Number three.
Smile, because you don't want to force your smile. You want to
Right.
be happy on
Right.
your own,
Come on now.
So smiling always makes me happy and keeps me in a positive mood. So that's why you always see me smiling big.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, listen, I think Layla gonna come out with her motivational book soon. Listen, y'all, she's gonna be an author. It's gonna be added to her resume. And this is all that she's doing. Get ready, y'all, for the book launch. I'm telling you, Motivational by Layla. There you go, Layla. So I just want to let you know it's coming. It's coming. I gotta ask you. Huh?
It's on my bucket list to write a
book. Yes. I love and I don't even know that, Layla, but as you're talking, I'm seeing things, right? I'm seeing books. Like you said, on the biggest stage, right? To uplift, to motivate, to encourage. Why not? Listen, I look at Oprah and different ones. I'm saying, listen, if you have a dream, you can have your dream. It's not just for her or for him or for them. It's for you. And so, Layla, I'm telling you right now, Miss America, listen, your own book launch, your own platform. I'm telling you, get ready, y'all, because Layla's coming. So just so you did, in case you didn't know, she's coming. And she's here already, but she's going to get some more. But listen, I got to ask you about your motivational moments, your platform, Layla's Heart. Tell me more about that.
I created my platform for different reasons. Specifically because I love doing community service and helping other people. It's always been a big dream of mine, and it always makes me so happy to see other people smiling when I uplift them and help them.
Right.
And so that was the first part. And then my platform didn't start growing really big until recently this year and parts of last year, when I decided during Women's Appreciation Month that I was going to start my motivational moments. And I was like, you know what? This might be helpful. And so I decided, you know what, I'll do this. And then I got a lot of positive feedback from it that I decided to keep going. And that's how my motivational moments have kept going. And I post almost every Tuesday. So watch out for that. It's on my main pages on Instagram and on Facebook. And I also, during Women's Appreciation Month, I was actually hosting a girl chat where a bunch of different girls of all ages would come on, and I would inspire them and motivate different things about talking about self-worth and confidence, and even giving out different prizes where we could just chat and have, girls connect, where they can share their different stories and different things, and they can grow, build friendships in a family, and feel comfortable with sharing everything that they've gone through, like all their stories, what they may have gone through, because they never know. Someone else in the world may have the same story as you, and you would have never have known. So I want to build a safe place for girls to connect and people to find their stories and be comfortable and accept that everything happens for a reason, and feel comfortable with themselves, and, make a friend and a family, possibly.
Listen, everybody. Listen, I applaud because I'm so proud of you, Layla, and just hearing all, because you're telling me you was a shy young lady.
Yes.
I don't know, Layla. I don't know. I gotta ask your mother. I gotta ask your family, because I'm like, you was and now you have all these platforms where you're motivating, you're inspiring, talking to girls, chat, want to uplift them. I mean, was there a moment that you felt like, I've come out of that shell in a sense? Or did it just kind of happen and you kind of like didn't really pay too much? But like, did you know when it happened?
I think I knew, but I didn't acknowledge it.
Okay.
It started when I competed at NAM, my very first year, because if I did not compete at NAM, I would have still been hanging on my mom's shoulder, on my mom's leg, not wanting to talk to anybody. And I would have been closeted. Like, if it wasn't my close friends from school or my family members, I would have been hiding behind everything like that. But competing there allowed me, to find friends and open up more, and also find confidence in myself, and being able to, come out my shell and not be afraid of everything, and at least to try everything once, whether it may not go my way, or I may not succeed once I first try, but at least to try it and see how it goes.
Amazing. Wow. I want to ask you, you're doing so much, Layla. I mean, from pageantry to acting, and we're going to get to all of that. But is there anything that you tell yourself in preparation, whether it's pageantry or before they say action or playing volleyball? Is there anything that you do to prepare yourself before you go on to the main stage and under the lights and being seen and being the focus? Do you ever tell yourself, or how do you prepare?
First and foremost, I always pray. Before anything I do, I always pray because I always got to keep the Lord in mind. And he's the one he brought me, he gave me life. He brought me into this world and he's allowing my light to shine and I will let my light shine in his glory. Second thing, I take deep breaths. I hold in 4, let out for 4, just to keep my nerves down, and breathe because sometimes when I get stressed, I get real nervous and everything, but I have to calm down and just let everything slide and, go with the flow. And whether it's rehearsing my lines or, mental mapping how everything I think is going to go out, I always prepare that first, but I don't over rehearse because I want it to flow naturally. I want it to just be myself instead of having a strict routine that I have to follow. I practice a few times, but then I just let it go because whatever happens, happens.
Wow. I hope you're taking notes, everybody, because I'm telling you, mental mapping. Now, first of all, tell me, what age are you?
I'm 13.
13. So Layla is 13, everybody, and she's talking about mental mapping, like seeing yourself, envisioning. Amazing. Layla, 13. Oh my, you have so much more to conquer, but you've done so much already. Okay, I'm excited because I'm talking to an amazing young lady who I know. Listen, I got to get your signature on something. I don't know, whatever it is. I gotta ask him to mail it to me, because you are so valuable and so purposed, even though you might not know exactly, but you are so intentional about what's happening to you right now that it will begin to evolve and to reveal itself. So I'm so proud of you and all that you're doing. Oh my goodness. Listen, I asked you this and I said, listen, if you could go back and speak to your younger self, my goodness, all that you know now, from pageantry to all that you're doing, what would you tell her to better prepare her for where you are now?
Don't beat yourself up for the tiny things because times will come where you may mess up on some things or you may stumble or you may fall down and you might feel like giving up. But just know that good things will come for you in the future. So keep your head up high and keep moving forward. And the little things, you can just brush those off because it's not like they're going to matter in the future because you know your worth and you know that everything you do is for a purpose and everything in life that happens for a reason. So just keep going and don't beat yourself up about the tiny little things that happen because in the future you're going to grow so much greater and so much better and you're going to feel happy that you never stopped giving up and kept trying no matter what.
Listen, everybody, take this broadcast and watch it Listen, this is Motivational Moments with Layla and Henry. I'm telling y'all, listen, everything she says everything you say, Layla, is so uplifting and inspiring. Do you ever, I didn't ask you, but do you ever get down? Like, do you have your down moments? I mean, because you're so positive, you're so do you ever have like down moments?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're only human. I'm only human. It's not like I just popped out and everything worked out for me. There's definitely been times where I've been down on myself about things, just stressing over tiny things or something that would probably not even matter in the future. But I just have to remember to keep a clear head and to keep my head up on the prize and look forward to better days. Because sometimes I may get nervous, like for example, during pageants when I'm competing, and I might get nervous about myself about something that might happen. But funny story, I was watching this Barbie movie about some type of acrobats, and her coach said, see it, then be it. And so that's how I envision myself doing exactly what I want to do. And then I be that person in my mind. And that's what keeps me on the road of success, by just believing and seeing myself doing what I want to do in the future, or something that I really want to achieve, and then I achieve it.
Wow. Wow. Everyone, I told you she is phenomenal. She's amazing. She is astronomical. She is just amazing. 13, everyone, 13. Wow. I got to ask you, what is the Bully Buster Award? I mean, it sounds amazing. I think I kind of maybe know, but I don't really know. What is that?
Actually, quite a few years ago, I got this award, and it was my first award like outside of pageantry and stuff like that. And it was an award given to me because helping others and lifting each other up, and being able to stop bullying, because bullying is, it can definitely take a toll on people, and some people may say that it may not bother them all the time, but I definitely have problems with bottling things up. And sometimes some of the words people tell me, I could get, in my own head and think about things, but I just have to, I want to spread the word, and saying that no matter what someone may tell you, you are beautiful, you are kind, you are everything anyone else needs and more. You are a great light, and you were put onto this world for a reason, and that you have a purpose, though you may not know what it is at the moment. There's something on this world, in this world, that is made just for you, and that you are meant to be here. Because not all the things in life go well, and it can be hard sometimes, but you just got to know your self-worth and keep going and keep pushing forward. And when I was younger, in kindergarten actually, I had a friend in my class who, she would get bullied a lot because of the things she does, or like the way she looks. And I went up to her and I said, "It's okay." And I helped her because she had tripped on the playground and had, scraped her knee. So I bandaged her up, and I helped her to the nurse's office so that she could stop crying. And I told her, I gave her a hug and told her that everything's going to be all right. And that's my first encounter when I was like, I really want to help people and uplift them. And so that was my first moment where I felt like this is something that I really want to do, helping other people and making them feel better.
Beautiful. Wow, Layla. Wow. Everyone, listen, I'm in awe. So because I'm hearing you speak, Layla, and it's like you're bringing tears to my. It's just amazing how even at that age, right? You knew there was something that you wanted to do, right? Because you just did it. It was something that, and I love that about you, how you are willing to now, right? Being able just to take that step. I love that about you, and it's just amazing, not letting anything hold you back anymore. And I'm just so proud of you, so proud of you. I gotta ask you, oh my goodness. Listen, y'all, I'm in awe because to have met Layla via this broadcast, and to hear you, Layla, talk the way you're speaking, to uplift and encourage at 13, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And so all I know is your destiny is limitless. Your destiny is truly limitless. So I got to ask you, I'm loving in your bio, reading about this Kingdom Chit Chat. And first, tell me what it is. And did you have to audition to be a co-host?
It first started in church. So I was a part of the leaders. So I would lead the church for our children and youth. And my youth pastor, she recognized that I was really good at speaking, and she was like, "You know what, Layla, I want to invite you to be on our podcast." And I was like, "Okay, sure." I had never been on a podcast before, so it was very, very new to me, and I was a bit nervous about what might happen, but I was like, "You know what? Let's try it." And the podcast itself is just a bunch of me. It's me and a bunch of my other co-hosts who are all teens, and we talk about random things. We're talking about favorite foods or different things that happen in the world. And it's really where we just talk about anything, where teens can relate. And though even though at a young age we can still understand and learn about different things in the world that some people might not know we know about. But you know, just because we're young doesn't mean that we are oblivious to everything in the world. We have insight too, and we wanted to share that with other people, where some teens who may not feel comfortable with speaking out, we can do that for them. We can be their voice and find stories and different connections where we can talk things. and different things that we can relate to, like from foods. One of the episodes is literally about us just randomly chatting, and we didn't know we were recording. We were just talking about pastas and different foods and different combinations and stuff. It can get really random on that show, but definitely go check it out. It's on Spotify streaming, so go watch that and listen to it. And I hope you have a nice time listening to our random conversations.
Wow. And everybody, listen, she is not only a co-host on this Kingdom Chit Chat, but she is the youngest podcast co-host in Kingdom Chit Chat history. I said it, yeah. What did you know that you were the youngest?
Actually, yeah, I started last year. I was in seventh grade, and all of my other co-hosts were all in high school. Like some of them were about to go into their junior year and their sophomore year, and I was just back here. I was like, I was the youngest one, but that didn't stop me from keep going because even though at my young age, I still felt like my knowledge was able to be shared too, and that my experiences and things that I like to think about, my insight can be shared just as much as someone who might be older than me.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I want to go back really quick because you're just so, first of all, I got to ask your mother because I want to check your birth certificate because are you really like 13? I mean, I just want to make sure that you're really 13. I want to go back one more step before we continue on. Going back to the Bully Buster Award. Have you ever been bullied?
I've definitely been teased. It wasn't a serious form of bullying, but I've definitely been teased, and it hurt me a lot when I was younger because my hair was different or I might have dressed different than other people. Like one day I went to school and I got teased because my hair was in three puffs like this, and the kids in my class were teasing me about it, and it really got me down, and I kind of started crying after it. But then I went home and I told my mom about what happened. She said, Layla, you're beautiful just the way you are. And no matter whatever, but when anybody tells you, just know that you are beautiful and gorgeous just the way you are. And that their opinions do not matter, just so that you know that you have a self-worth, you know your self-worth, and that you know that you're everything and more. And you don't have to worry about what they may say, because just what you know and what you believe that's all that matters.
I'm going to leave it. You are beautiful just the way you are. Yes, you are, Layla. You're beautiful just the way you are. And so, listen, I don't know if that's going to be heading on your podcast, on your motivational, or maybe your book, or maybe your movie, maybe your whatever. But when you said it, Layla, I saw something. You're beautiful just the way you are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I gotta ask you now, Layla, what does it mean? You are the Uniquely You Summit Cover Girl 2020. What does it mean to be the Uniquely You Summit Cover Girl of 2020?
Encouraging and uplifting young Black girls and sharing stories and connecting with other girls. So being a part of that entire organization was amazing. And being in the summit, I got to meet so many new friends, and along with my other cover girls, they were so nice, and I really felt like a family being with them, and I really was honored to be a part of that. And being able to uplift young Black girls who, they have struggles too, and they may not always feel comfortable with sharing them, but we decided to create a safe place for them to share their stories and feel comfortable with being around other people and being able to connect with other people who may have the same stories. Like even with the summit, where a bunch of girls I got to meet other people, and so many other girls who really inspired me, because even though maybe I haven't personally have to gone through that, I could feel somewhat of what they were going through. And it really made my heart feel so warm knowing that they went through all of that and they are still standing strong today, and they are still going on and still moving forward no matter how many hardships they had to go through. And it really amazes me how so many people in this world you may not even know could share the same story as you, but just by connecting or saying a quick hi, hello, you could share your stories, and it leads to a bigger and better friendship, and you have those memories and you can cherish them forever, because memories will always last a lifetime. I'm so proud to be part of that.
Wow. Everybody, I'm telling you, do you see why she is the uniquely you. So proud of you, Layla. Oh my goodness. Listen, I want to ask you about volleyball. I was reading in your bio, how do you become, but first of all, you did play some volleyball, right, before you got onto this team, right? So you didn't play any volleyball, and then all of a sudden you start playing volleyball in your first year, and then in your second semester, you become co-captain?
Yeah, so that was a long story. For a long time, I started in dance when I was about age 2, and I started doing acro, and that led to me doing gymnastics. And after I was done with gymnastics, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play another kind of sport, but not like cheerleading or anything like that. I wanted to play an actual sport. Like my older brother, he played football, so I was like, you know what? Let me do one. And I was like, you know what? Volleyball seems fun, so let's try it. And I was like, you know what? It might be easy. It might be fun to do it. Oh, was I so wrong? It's so fun, but it definitely you definitely have to put the work in for it. I
Absolutely.
did when I first started, I was in this volleyball camp from my school, and that was where I first experienced how hard this was going to be. I was like, yeah, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So, but I didn't let that put me down. I kept going and I kept moving, and the next year I went to this another training camp where we conditioned our skills and turned in, building endurance and strength and all of that. And I had a really strong spike, which I didn't even know I had because I had never played the sport before. And some of the girls who had actually been playing way longer than me for like years, they're like, you have a really strong hit. And I was like, thank you. And that really motivated me to keep going because it was super hard, but I kept on working my butt off and I got to the point where I am today. And the first semester I was on the team, it wasn't an official season, but it was still fun. And we got to play many different games, and we had won. So we won 4 of our games because we were still a developmental team and we were still learning. It's like learning the basics.
Right,
But
right,
I
right.
had so much fun, and it taught me so many things about it. Where the next year, which is during the summer, I went to it and I honed in on my skills and I worked super, super hard. Where this year, I ended up becoming the captain because of my experience, my charisma, and along with my other 2 captains. And it's been going quite well. We just got back from one of our tournaments and we got 3rd place out of 3 middle school teams. And I was so proud of myself and our
Wonderful.
team because we've grown so much.
Wonderful. Well, so proud of you and the team. That is amazing, Layla. Again, y'all, I'm telling you, whatever she touches, whatever she wants to do, like she just blossoms because that's who she is. So listen, I want to ask you, what inspired you to act? I mean, you're in acting now, right? Oh my goodness.
I think at some point, most people have a dream to, act or be famous, celebrity, or something like that. It's just mine. I saw so many people like on the red carpet and taking pictures and the paparazzi and everything. I was like in awe because I was like, one day I want to be like that too. One day I want people to be like spotting me on the street, like, oh my God, that's Layla Henry right there. Oh my goodness. And so I was like, I want to get into acting. I told my mom about it, and we were doing so many different auditions and stuff. I had my first agent in Philadelphia, and it was super super fun. And I've made on the connection when I was actually got I got this gig for a floor commercial, and one of the other actors who was there with me, connected me with the agent, and then it just kept on growing and growing and growing to the point where I've been in a few commercials. I've been featured on a Netflix film and series called The Messiah. I was in Wonder Woman 1984, which that was a very fun experience. And it's something that I've been passionate about for a long while, and I hope that in the future, and even now, that I can grow on that and become, a famous actress.
Layla, wait a minute. I mean, first of all, you're 13 right now. Tell me, do you just wake up one day and says, "Mom, I want to be an actress," and then you go get an agent, and then I mean, you make it sound like well, I just woke up one day and said I want to be, actress, and I talked to my mom, and we went and got an agent, and then I was in the commercial, then I was in the Netflix. I mean, did it happen like how long was it before, like after your decision to when you're doing like, did you have acting lessons?
I've taken a few, yeah. And I definitely want to hone in my skills and grow more as an actor because I've learned so much from different shows that I've watched and everything. And I definitely have a lot to learn. So I'm still growing, but it definitely I didn't come one day. It's a long process because my mom, I call her my momager because she manages pretty much everything that I do. And she's on there, she's working hard on me. She's always been supportive of all of my dreams that I've had. So if I wanted to try something, she'd like, I'm on it, I'm gonna, and she's looking up and searching everything on how to get started and let me achieve my dreams. So she was the one who looked up all these different auditions and gigs and everything like that. And she's been the one pretty much managing everything and getting me these things. She's like, Layla, you want to do this self-tape for this role? And I'm like, sure, let's do it. And lo and behold, bada bing, bada boom, I got the part.
She said, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. It just happens. Wow. Listen, but you're not in like these small, unknown, like The Messiah is huge on Netflix. Wonder Woman was one of the biggest. I mean, it got such accolades. And so what is that like to be in front of the camera on such a big platform? And what age were you? Do you remember what age you were when you did Messiah and you did Wonder Woman?
I think it was 2 years back. So I was probably 10 or about, I was from 10 to 12, I think, because the shooting is definitely, it took a while for it to go. And since Wonder Woman came out a few years later after we finished filming, or at least the part I was in, after we finished filming. So I was about 10 when we shot Wonder Woman, and then I was 11 when we shot The Messiah. And so it was a fun experience, and I definitely had fun. I learned a lot there, and I met a lot of people there who they were really nice, and they were all very, very kind to me. And I had a lot of fun there. So I was pretty young, considering it's been about a few years.
Oh, amazing. Well, listen, you're going to have to point out to me. I'm going to have to go back and watch Messiah again. And I got to go back and watch Wonder Woman again. So you have to tell me what part of it, because I'm telling you, amazing. Oh my goodness. Listen, I already said I want to get your autograph. Now we got to get a picture with you. So somehow we got to make this happen. But anyway, when I do a photo shoot with you, I want to do a shoot with those 3 puffs on your head. So I want to go back to that time and then come back to now, right? But that's amazing. I'm so proud of you and all that you're doing. Like, do you envision an academy? Like, is that on your vision board or not just yet?
I don't know. It sounds interesting. So I may.
Well, listen, Layla, you will definitely walk the red carpet and you will definitely have a whole lot of photographers. And I want to be one. I want to be in the pit with all of it taking your photo, Layla. So
I'll get you a VIP ticket.
All right. Listen, I got you, Layla. I got all the pictures you want. I'll be your personal photographer. So wonderful. So just so proud of you and all that you've done and accomplished and even what you're doing. I mean, there's so much more that I could probably ask you, but I mean, I didn't even know about the being I forgot the sport that you said you did when you were younger. And then you went from dance to
gymnastics.
Yes, gymnastics. Oh my, like so much that you've done in such a short period of time. What's your next goal? Like what's the next mountain that you want to? I mean, we talked about the Miss America. We talked about the Academy, right? We talked about what's next for Layla.
Some goals I have in mind at the moment. So with the title I have now, we'll be going on to the national competition in November in Orlando, Florida. And it's definitely one of my goals to become the national title holder for the preteen National American Miss. But another goal for high school I'm hoping to get some sort of scholarship for some academic achievement or just anything really, to get into a good high school, and even thinking about colleges, getting to one of those big Ivy League colleges, because I want to learn a lot and experience a lot and have fun there, but I also want to set things for my future and make a path. So it won't be easy. Obviously, it's never easy, but I'm definitely prepared to put in the work, and I'm prepared.
Wow. Well, listen, I'm so proud of you, Layla. There's so much. We could probably have to do a part two to our podcast because you're that. Listen, everybody, I'm only touching the surface, right, of who Layla is. I mean, and so we're gonna definitely have to do another part two of a broadcast. But I want to ask you, Layla, is there more that you want to share with us about your journey? Because it's been an amazing journey thus far. Did you envision at all of this, like at some point, like, or are you in awe like I am of you? Like, do you look in the mirror and say, wow, I don't know, but are you in awe of all that you've achieved thus far?
I'm always in awe, even just looking at my title on my shelf and looking at all of the great achievements that I have. I'm like thinking back to a time where at one point I probably wouldn't even been here, and I wouldn't even thought of even having all these great opportunities that I've had in my life. So thinking about it now, I'm just like, wow, I really did this. I've really come this far in my life, and I'm doing some big things that not even people that I know, like some of my closest friends, they're in all for me. They're like,
Yes.
"Oh, you really did that?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. I guess I did." And I'm so happy and proud of myself that I kept going, and inspiring other people and motivating other people, and just being in the part where I am right now with my life. I'm so unbelievably proud of myself that I never gave up, or I never, let myself get down and give up halfway during the battle, and that I kept going, and that I have achieved so much, and I am where I am today.
Wow. Wow. So phenomenal. I want to thank you, Layla, so much. And of course, there's so much more I would love to ask you. And again, we're going to do a part two. We're going to definitely do a part two. I mean,
I'll
you're
be
just
looking
so
forward
amazing.
to that.
Yes, because you are just so amazing and phenomenal, and just I can't even pick the adjective that can truly describe you. You're priceless. I mean, you are just worth that much. And so we're so proud of you and all that you've done, and really who you are. I mean, you're such, I love the smile. I love the humility. I love the recognition of where you help and the support and those around. And so just amazing, amazing, amazing. So I want to ask you, is there anything else more that you want to share with us about your journey, about your path thus far, where you're going? I mean, just the floor is yours.
You'll definitely see me sometime on a billboard. You'll see me on spotlights on the red carpet one day. I'll be pretty much everywhere at one time. So if you see me, I was there. I've been there. Um, I know I'll definitely go far in the future. So this is not my end. And in the future, I'll definitely see me having many different careers, and some of my dreams. I may have some sort of, you know, oh, I wanted to have some sort of house in Africa. I want to have some land in other countries. I want to travel the
Yes.
world and experience so many new things. So I'll be around the world. So yay.
Awesome. Listen, I want to give you one more motivational moment here on Inspiration with Troy Alexander, and just uplift those who are watching, or those who will watch this broadcast at some point, whether now, next year, next month, next week, 5 years from now. It's going to be still so relevant to uplift and inspire people. And so give us the final motivational moment for this broadcast. So I want to give you a moment to do that. Then I'm going to ask you just two more questions, but give us your motivational moment for Inspiration with Troy Alexander.
Whew, this is going to be a big one. The world may not always be on your side, and everything might not go as planned, and everything might not be as perfect as you may want it. But it's good to know to keep going, in that even though not everything may work out in your favor, to accept that and keep going, because the world's not perfect. It definitely isn't. And there will be times where you might feel down, or some things you might feel like, oh, why did this happen to me? But everything happens for a purpose, and it really does get better. So keep going and keep looking forward to brighter days, because they will come, and I am positive they will come.
Listen, everybody, Layla Henry, I'm telling you, motivational moments. Listen, I want to give you time to share or to acknowledge anyone that you want to, that's been a part of your journey thus far. I know sometimes it can be a little bit, because like, I don't want to forget anybody, but we always want to give our guests time to acknowledge anyone that they want to, that have been a blessing or that has been a part of their journey thus far.
First of all, thank you, because you've given me this opportunity and this great time to speak with everyone. Next thing, my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my grandma, and all of my other relatives who've been, encouraging me and uplifting me through this entire journey. Thank you, the Lord, because he's giving me this light to shine, and I will definitely keep shining bright. Thank you to all the good and the bad influences and things that have impacted my life in all the ways that they have, because they built up the foundation of me, and they've really turned me to who I am, and I'm accepting everything that's happened into my life, and all the different actresses and actors and models and all the other people, all my pageant directors, all my pageant friends, everyone who's been with me on this and on my entire life journey. Thank you so much for being there and supporting me through all of it, because your support is really, really helpful, and you are the light that keeps me going and keeps me looking up to brighter days, and keeps me going on my long journey that I know will continue to grow and keep going. So thank you to everyone who's been supporting me for literally in my entire life, and I love you all so very much.
Wow, everyone, this is Layla Henry. Listen, before one last question, where can people connect with you, Layla? What are your social media sites? Where can people connect you and find you and support you?
On Instagram, my username is StarDotBrown8401, and click the follow button. I will be following each and every one of you. So it may not get back exactly when, but I will look for it, and I'll accept anyone. And on my Facebook page at Layla Henry, and if you search it up, you'll definitely find me there. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
My social medias.
Wow. Well, listen, everybody, this is Layla Henry. I'm even going to just go out and say, Dr. Henry. Please, everybody, meet Dr. Layla Henry. And I'm telling you, Miss America, she's coming. I'm telling you, Academy, she's coming. I'm telling you, #1 book bestseller, she's coming. Billboard, she's coming. I'm telling y'all, get ready, because you're going to know the name Layla Henry. I'm going to call her Dr. Layla Henry from now on. But anyway, so proud of you, Layla. Thank you so much for accepting the honor. Thank you to your mother as well for just being a support to this overall process. I'm honored to have you as a guest. I look forward to coming back and having you back on our broadcast again. If you're ever in the New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area, definitely make sure you connect with me, because I want to give you a photo shoot and give you all the pictures and just thank you so much for being who you are and just being a light to this world. So thank you, Layla. Any final words you want to say before we go?
Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to speak with you. I'm so very, very grateful, and I will definitely connect with you when I'm in the area, so I won't forget.
Awesome. Awesome. Everybody, please, Dr. Layla Henry, thank you so much again for joining us. Another week inspiration with Troy Alexander. You know what our motto is: dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. We'll be back next week, next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another amazing guest. And I always like to end, never stop dreaming. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you, Layla, and we'll see you soon.
You.
Thank you so much.
Bye.